Well, do you know how long you will live? Well, the folks at Prevention Magazine have found some surprising signs of health and longevity, revealing it's the little habits or life circumstances that can make the biggest difference. So here to tell us what you're doing right and how to do it better is Liz Vaccarello, the editor-in-chief at Prevention. Liz, good morning. Good to have you here.
Happy to be here.
So it is the little things that can help us have a longer and healthier life.
We all know the obvious things like not smoking, exercising, eating healthfully, and of course the thing we can't control, which is good genes. But these everyday behaviors are often surprising and can have a big impact.
What was surprising about some of the signs you found for this article in Prevention Magazine?
Well, how easy they were to work into your lifestyle, and things that we're often doing, and Prevention's readers are often doing. So it's good news for many of us.
That said, let's get to them. And first is being the life of the party. Who knew that being the social butterfly can actually help you live a longer, healthier life? Why is that? What's the connection?
Outgoing people are 50% less likely to develop dementia, according to a major study that was done at the Karolinska Institute in Sweden. And they talked to these outgoing people, and they all said that they were not easily stressed. So it's about the stress hormone cortisol that affects the way our brain cells are talking to each other. And if we have lower levels of cortisol, we have more resilient brains.
So you want to encourage more interaction, get out there, be more social, but other ways to reduce the stress or reduce the cortisol levels in your body.
We can meditate. Exercise helps, sleeping well helps, and drinking black tea. They did a major study on this in London and found that people who were given a stressful task and drank tea lowered their cortisol levels 47% in 1 hour. Cut them in half.
That's it. Cutting coffee, drinking more black tea. Okay, next is for all the techies out there, some good news here too, because it turns out technology can actually be good for you to help you live a longer life. Why is it?
Well, all that time we're spending on Facebook and Skype and Twitter, what's happening is that makes us feel connected. And feeling connected, what's happening here is that loneliness is a killer. So it can raise your blood pressure, it can suppress your immune system, and cardiologists told Prevention that it can actually make our blood more sticky, which can lead to clotting and heart disease. So staying connected, even virtually, can have major impact.
And as a runner, I'm very glad to say, reveal this next one out there, that daily runs are going to help you live a much longer, healthier life, because studies have shown that running 40 minutes a day have actually helped people function better physically and mentally as they age. Why 40 minutes? And that's a long time running, especially every day.
Well, it is. But scientists at Stanford studied runners and non-runners over 21 years and found that the people who ran an average of 40 minutes, about 5 hours a week, had lower levels of neurological diseases, heart disease, infection. But any level of exercise is going to help you. As long as you get your heart rate up for about 20 minutes a day, you're going to get all of these benefits of mood, preventing disease, and a longer life.
Exactly, and also you're going to have a flat belly, which is important for the next one, because a flat belly is really going to be good for you in the long term, right? Why is that?
Well, people who have
a flat belly?
People who carry excess weight in their middle have a 20% increased risk of dying earlier, and it's because this belly fat is dangerous. It's visceral belly fat. It's tucked in and around our organs. In the case of women, you should have a waist of 35 inches or smaller. For men, it's 40 inches or smaller, and if not, even if your BMI is normal, if the weight is carried in your middle, you should address it.
Right, you increase your chances of heart disease,
certain kinds of cancers, dementia, all of that.
All right, a lot of health problems to go along with it. Okay, now here's a good one. If you sprinkled raspberries on top of your oatmeal this morning, it's a good thing. It's a good sign, because the fiber is going to help you too, right?
It's all about the fiber here. Americans get between 14 and 17 grams of fiber a day. If they add just 10 grams a day to that, they can lower their risk of heart disease by 17%. And breakfast is an easy way to do that. If you have oatmeal or whole grain cereal, that's about 5 grams. 1 cup of raspberries has 8 grams of fiber. So you've already set yourself on the way.
There you go. Okay, and lastly, and I love this one, is feeling good about yourself and your body proves that in the long run, this is going to be good for you.
They studied this at Yale, and they found that there's a really strong connection between our attitude, our mental outlook, and longevity. People who have an optimistic view of life add about
they feel younger than their
years, add about 7.5 years to their life. And of course, it's not necessarily about how many years, but the quality of those years. We want to be happy and we want to feel younger.
Well, great information. Liz Vaccarello, thanks so much. And the current issue of prevention is on newsstands right now.